from my background, I'm looking at it from Australians who may want to go and engage or avail themselves of a harvested organ. So my argument to Australians is if you have your organ donation here in Australia, we know the provenance of that organ. We know that that comes from a dead donor who has consented. End of story. If you decide that you don't want to wait or you can't wait and you go to China and you receive an organ, then you are entering into murky waters from an ethical perspective, because it could be that someone has been killed to give you that organ. So as an Australian, our moral values and our virtues, how do we think about that? Is it right to kill somebody so that I might live? And that is what the crux of the matter is, from my perspective, is to get Australians to think about this as patients. If you are being offered, or if there is from the internet you're seeing that there's an organ being available, be very clear what the provenance was. If you cannot establish that provenance, then you have to say to yourself, somebody may have been killed for this, and how does that sit with my value system, that somebody has been murdered on my behalf so that I may live. And I think if we think about that, it really brings the enormity into us of the situation, which is a situation of genocide. China is a sovereign country. In some ways we abhor, the ethical arguments around it are clear, we abhor what is happening, but what can we do from an Australian perspective is to be very clear about what the provenance of our organs are and how that sits with our values as a country, as much as an individual.